Hey guys, it's Sam. Welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be starting a new, I don't want to call it a series, but a new thing that I'm going to try and make sure I am doing monthly. A lot of you guys, when I asked in a poll, were really interested to see what all my favorite makeup of 2018 is. And at one point I had kind of like dabbled with the idea of doing a like my faves and fails makeup of every month. But a lot of time that I find I'll be using like older, like not older makeup, but like already pre-loved, like pre-known makeup that everybody already knows about that I'm talking about. And it's just reiterating stuff. Or my favorites are the same kind of month after month after month. So it can get kind of boring. So what I thought would be a little bit better of an idea, a little bit different of an idea, was for me to kind of do a month in review of all the new makeup and, you know, tools and stuff like that that I've gotten, and kind of give you guys my opinion on them, good and bad, and kind of do it that way instead. So you guys are kind of getting like a mini haul of all of the makeup that I've tried that is new to me in this month. So a couple really quick things before we get started. Anything that I get on BoxyCharm, I'm not going to talk about here because I do talk about that in my monthly BoxyCharms. Also, if it's a particular product that, say, I did for a collection video, or right now I am testing a ton of like lightweight glowy foundation sort of thing, I'm going to put that in a separate video, so I'm not going to mention any of those. This is basically going to be all stuff that I've bought and tried in the last month, and I'm just going to kind of give you my heads up what I'm feeling about it. Some of this stuff I've kind of mentioned that I have before, but I haven't actually talked about it. I'm trying to think what else I wanted to tell you guys. And this month is going to be particularly hefty because obviously I didn't do one in January, and some of this makeup is from January. So this is almost like a 2 months in makeup. So this video might be kind of long. Also, this is only going to be completely new products to me. It's not going to include like new shades. So say my NARS liquid lipsticks, like if I got more colors in that, I'm not going to show you guys the colors because you've already heard me talk about them. So now that I've done ranting for 2.5 minutes, we're going to get straight into this. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is some sponges that I have recently been turned on to. So Megan gave these to me. I can't remember if she got them for me for Christmas. It must have been for my birthday. She got me these Love Beauty, Love Beakey Focus on Beauty tools. They're an Amazon brand of makeup sponges. And I don't know how much she paid for them, but it came with 5 in this bag. So there was another pink one in here, which is dirty. So they just look like your typical makeup sponge. Now, when I first got these, I wasn't quite sure how I felt about them. They have a very different feel than a beauty blender. I do have a brand new beauty blender right here. So I'm just going to kind of take that out just to sort of show you guys. So just in feel, this one feels like a little more spongy. This one feels a little bit more rubbery. You guys can see the size difference. These are a little itty bit bigger. So the first time that I love my beauty blenders. The first time when I used this, I wasn't sure how I felt because I found that when I did soak it in water, the form it gave was very inconsistent. It was kind of bubbled. Oops, I just threw something on the floor. Like it didn't come out to that same normal shape that does. But what I found out is that you just have to really give it enough time to soak in and have the whole thing expand. It does take a little bit longer to expand. And then it works beautifully because it's a little like, I feel like it's softer, and the I don't know how to call this, like sponge pores are like tighter wound together. This doesn't pick up quite as much makeup as a beauty blender does. It's just a really good alternative. Again, I don't know how much these were. I will find them. Oh, look at that. A little card. I will find them on Amazon and link them down below if you guys are interested in them, much like I will link everything that I talk about in this video. But I just think they're a really cool alternative. I have a ton of beauty blenders right now. I have a ton of these. I'm going to kind of switch back and forth until I can figure out which one I really like the most, but they are a great alternative. The next thing I'm going to talk about are going to be like a couple primer-like things. So the first one is this Maybelline Master Prime Hydrate and Smooth. Now, I've had the Blur and Smooth Master Prime one before, and I really liked it. But when, I was going to say Shape Tape, but when Smashbox discontinued their Photo Finish Hydrating Primer, I was really upset, and I've constantly been looking for a replacement, and so I tried this out for that. What I do really like about this is it is a clear primer. Do you guys see that? And it's actually quite thick, which is really, really nice because a lot of the watery, the like hydrating primers like this are very, very thin. They're very water-based, which is fine, but it feels more like a moisturizer than actually a primer for something to your makeup, for your makeup to stick to. And I really, really do like this for that. I've only tried it out a couple times so far this month because I've been kind of hopping back and forth between a bunch of things. But every time I've tried it, I've really, really liked it. I really like the way my makeup sat on it. And it does definitely give you a hydrating. And because it's also smoothing, it does smooth out some of your pores as well. So it's kind of really nice to have that as well, whereas a lot of other hydrating primers just hydrate. So I've been really, really liking this, and it is a more affordable version, which is also really, really nice. The next thing that I have been absolutely obsessed with is this GLAMGLOW Glowstarter Mega Illuminating Moisturizer, and I got mine in the shade Nude Glow. So there's two other shades. I can't really remember. There is a lighter one that is more of just a pearl color. There's a darker one that's supposed to be more of like a tan sun-kissed, and then this is the one that I got. First of all, it smells incredible. It smells like oranges. There's almost like a Terry's chocolate orange kind of scent to it. Like it's not just pure citrus. There's something else there. And basically this is like one of their like hydro bombs, because they do just have a glow starter, I think. I think they do, or like a Hydro Bomb moisturizer, which is the same formula as this. This one just has a tint to it and a little bit of a pearlescence to it. I'm just going to put it right here so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. Do you guys see how that just has a little bit of reflect in it? I adore this stuff. Honestly, like it goes on so nicely under makeup. It's super hydrating. And for me, because when I work, I don't tend to wear makeup at work, it gives the skin this most beautiful, like awake looking glow without putting any makeup over top. So I honestly will wear this a ton just as a standalone as well. Now I am looking into getting the darker color for the summertime because I'm wondering if it can kind of give me like after my tan, like a pre-tan before I start bronzing. I'm looking into trying that out, but I'm obsessed with these. It is a little more on the pricey side, but I have never tried a GLAMGLOW product that I don't like. And I know that they are highly, highly, highly recommended by most people. So I don't think that's something you'd be disappointed in if you tried that out. The next thing I'm going to talk about was something that was kind of a surprise to me, and it's kind of makeup-y, and that is this. I know it just looks like a tin. So I picked up these Fresh Sugar lip balms. Is that what these are called? There's no name on this. So I was going to get one of the Bite Beauty ones. I asked the girl at Sephora what were really good lip balms because after I had that fiasco with the cold sores and my lips being super dry, I needed something to, you know, fix that problem. And she said, honestly, I would recommend these over that. These are smaller sizes, just so that you know. These ones are only 2.2 grams in here, so these are not full size. Basically, this one is clear and these are all tinted. Now, I've seen these in the store a million times, and because they say sugar, I think for some reason I thought they were like a sugar scrub. I didn't realize they were just a lip balm, and I honestly adore these. They smell fantastic. They smell kind of like lemonade-y, if that makes any sense, and the colors are beautiful. And for lip balms, they're actually pretty pigmented. Like a lot of lip balms I've seen, like you put them on, the pigmentation kind of sucks, but like these ones actually are pretty pigmented. I like all the colors. It gives you a wide, especially this way. Now these gift sets, I don't know if they're always available, but the colors are always available in their full size. So I have them in the clear, rosé, petal, bloom. This is in spice, and this is in honey. And these were the 6 that I would have picked if I had picked 6 out. So I was really, really happy to be able to pick this up. And they are super moisturizing. Like they make your lips feel like you just like splashed water on them. They are fantastic. Next thing I'm going to talk about is kind of like a highlighter primer sort of thing, and it is these Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Radiance Drops. Now, I know that these are not new. I know they've been out for a long time, but they are quite new to me. I'm not going to put them on because they are super, super glittery. I'm just going to take some in this and try and show you. If you guys can see how like iridescent it is. Basically what I like to do, and I got this tip from looking at Tarte's Instagram and watching girls that just drip it all over their face and put it all over their face prior to putting on their foundation and their makeup, and it just gives your face this most beautiful luminescent glow. Radiance, as they are called, Radiance Drops. It's really, really pretty. I can't remember if it smells like anything. No, it doesn't smell like anything. A couple things I don't like about this. One, they are drops, but they are crazy watery. So like if you put it on and you're not quick enough, it'll just drip all down your face and all over everything. And they are glittery, glittery, glittery. I'm not the biggest glitter fan. I will put up with it for this, but you will not have to, but probably want to wash your hands after you put it in before you start touching all the rest of your makeup, because you will get glitter everywhere. Next thing we're going to talk about is this NARS The Multiple in Copacabana. I think I thought it was just a highlighter. I don't know what the multiple part is. Maybe you can use it for something else. But it's just like a highlighting stick. This is it here. I put it in the weirdest spot. I hope you guys can kind of see that. I'm torn on this because I do really, really like it. I do think it's a beautiful, beautiful color. But to be honest, I have brighter, more highlighting highlighters than this that I prefer more. I'm not sure I like how big it is. I find that it's very, very hard to get in those like key areas without getting it all over the place. It doesn't smell like anything. I hate almost all NARS packaging because it gets fingerprints everywhere. I don't know that this is worth the money that I paid for it. It is a very good product. If you love it, I'm not trying to bash it, but there are other products out there similar to this, such as, I would argue, like my Too Faced highlighting sticks, like especially this one, this I Want Candy one is my absolute favorite. You guys have heard me talk about this so many times. I'm going to put them right next to each other. I'm going to put them right here just so you can see the difference between them. Here we go. Okay, so this one is the I Want Candy one, and this one is the NARS one. So the NARS one is much more subtle. The I Want Candy one is much creamier, goes on a lot easier. All I'm saying, this is not a bad product, but there are other products out there that I'm pretty sure are less expensive than this that I would recommend more. That's all I'm saying about it. Next thing I'm going to talk about, just because it's sitting right in front of me, normally I would talk about this last because it is a setting spray. I also picked up the GLAMGLOW Glowsetter makeup setting spray. I saw Shan XO use this, and she said she really, really liked it. This stuff smells fantastic. It has that same kind of like orangey, citrusy smell. The mister on it, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see. I'm going to try and show you. Is really fine, which I really, really like. It's one of the reasons I like my Marc Jacobs coconut one so much, is because you can just mist it lightly over your face. You don't feel like you're soaking your face. Like say the pump on a bottle of Fix Plus, a lot of times when you put it on, like you look like you just soaked your face, then you worry about your makeup moving, which is the complete opposite of why you would do it. It's kind of ironic. This is fantastic. Honestly, like I've been trying to hop between different ones to try and give them all a fair shot, but I keep coming back to this one. It is my favorite. It makes your makeup stay all day. It doesn't affect anything. It is just beautiful, and it feels just so like nice. It feels so luxurious when it's on. It just gives you the nicest mist. It is really, really, really nice, you guys. Could I say that how many more times? It's really, really, really nice. Next thing I'm going to talk about are some things for your eyes. So first thing I'm going to talk about is my Urban Decay Perversion Waterproof Fine Point Eye Pen. I really, really, so for black eyeliner, I definitely prefer felt tip pens, but I have a really hard time finding ones I like. I love my Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liner. I really used to like the MAC Rapid Black Liner. I tried the Kat Von D Locket Tattoo, or it might not be even a locket, it might just be the tattoo liner. I really like that as well. But I've been looking to try different ones out, and I love Urban Decay. I love almost everything that they put out, so I thought I would give this a shot, and I adore this. I always have a hard time finding ones with tips that I like, that are fine enough without being too fine, that have that long paintbrush style without being too flexible. This is perfect. The tip is stiff enough that you can get a super, super fine line. I don't know if you guys can see the line I have going right now. I use this. You get a super fine line. You can thicken it up if you want. There's just enough flex in it that you don't feel like you're tugging at your eyelid. It is super black. It is crazy waterproof. And I mean crazy waterproof, like even more so than the Stila Stay All Day one. Like I think about that, and I think about when I wash it off and stuff like that. And I'm like, compared, that almost seems like it's not even waterproof. This is so, so good. If you guys are looking for one, I cannot urge you more to get this one. This is probably like my all-time favorite like felt liner that I've ever had. And I truly do mean that. It has really quickly taken the place of my Stila Stay All Day liner. And the other liners I'm going to talk to you guys about are also Urban Decay. And these are these 24/7 Glide On eye pencils. These are also waterproof. I started picking them up in just a bunch of different colors because I find that I really like them to like put in my waterline or on my lower lash line just to give myself a pop of color. So these are the 4 that I have right now. I have Freak, Deepened, Overdrive, and Vice. I'm just kind of going to show you guys really quickly just with one how like smooth they are. So this is why I picked these up. I had tried a black one before. I don't know that I ever reviewed it or anything, which is why I'm talking about it again. So they are this kind of liner where they are more of like the waxy glidey kind, and just watch how easy these glide. I'm barely putting any pressure. Do you guys see that? That's no pressure whatsoever. I literally just lightly dragged it. They come in the most wide array of beautiful, beautiful colors. They are fantastic. They do not, like if you were going to smudge it out really, really quickly, you could smudge it. But other than that, they don't budge. There's been days that I've come home testing, you know, different eyeshadows and stuff where the majority of the eyeshadow on top will wear off and I'll just have this stark blue line underneath. I went to the car show last weekend with Tom and my dad, and at the beginning of the day, at the end of the day, my eye looked the exact same. And with this sitting in your waterline, you are at risk for obviously having it get watered, which is why these are great because they are so waterproof. I love these so much. Like I would never put another, if it came down to it, I would never put another eyeliner in my waterline except for these because I love them so much. And I love the color variety that they come in. You can get some really, really beautiful colors. Last thing I'm going to talk about, and I did use these in a tutorial that's on my channel, which I will link here if you guys are interested, are these Tarte Chrome Paint Shadow Pots. I have them in Steal the Show and Fire Dancer. I can't believe how amazing they work. They're kind of like a pressed pigment. They look like nothing special. They look like they'd be a pain in the butt to use. They are fantastic. You don't need a glitter glue to get these to go on. They go on really well with a brush or with your finger, which is really, really rare. I find that a lot of shimmers, when you put them on a brush, they just lose all their shine. It's like a top coat almost. These go on so well. They are so vibrant, so pigmented. They actually blend out really well as well, which you wouldn't expect from almost more of like a creamy kind of a formula. I just adore these. I'm looking into picking up a couple more colors because I just think they add a really, really fun pop of color to any look, any day, and a lot of shimmer, which as much as I hate glitter, we all love a little shimmer on our eyes from time to time. If you guys are like looking at me being like, why can't she talk? I don't know what's going on with me today. This is my third video I filmed for you guys, and it's just something's up. I just can't talk properly. So I only have two, I have two eyeshadow palettes that I'm going to show you guys. One you guys will have already seen me talk about on my channel a little bit, and so I'm just going to briefly go over it. That is the NATASHA DENONA Tropic palette. I know I told you guys a long time ago I was never going to get this, and then I got it. I absolutely adore this. I find that almost every day when I'm looking for a quick and easy look, I go to this palette or to my Safari palette, just because these shadows never let me down. As much as they are so expensive, so it's really, really hard for me to be like, yeah, run out and buy this palette. The quality will not disappoint you. The shimmers, the mattes, the satins, they are all beautiful. They blend so well. They're super pigmented. It's basically effortless to create a gorgeous look. I particularly like this one because of some of these bright colors. Like I said, I like to do a pop of color every once in a while. I haven't dipped into every color quite yet. I've been really focusing on this color here, Vintage Taupe, which I love to do in my crease. That's another thing I picked up from ShanXO, watching her use it. That was probably the reason I ended up buying this, is because she loved it so much. So like I said, I'm only going to talk about it briefly, but any NATASHA DENONA palette that I have tried so far is phenomenal. It's just the price point that kind of sucks. The other palette I'm going to talk about is this KYLIE Cosmetics Pressed Powder Shadow. This is in Take Me On Vacation is the palette name. So I have been wanting to try out KYLIE Cosmetics for a long time now. And I finally bit the bullet because some of the lip kits I think were on sale. So I was finally like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll do it. And then I saw this palette and I just loved it. These colors spoke to me so much. This color here is actually a lot like that Vintage Taupe color in the NATASHA DENONA one. But I just thought it was the most beautiful range of, like, you get a lot of shimmers, a lot of mattes, you get all of your neutral colors, and then you get these bright pops of color. I just adore this. Like, I actually definitely would take this on vacation. I love this. Now, I don't normally use the brushes and palettes. I don't know why that is. Like, I don't know why I keep buying brushes when all my palettes come with them. I should really use that. But this palette is super cute. I didn't know what the quality would be like with her because, you know, I'm really, really skeptical with a lot of things the Kardashians do. Like, I don't keep up with the Kardashians and stuff like that. I'm not starstruck by them or by any means. So I wondered how her makeup would actually perform. I love this. These shadows are super pigmented, super blendable, make beautiful, beautiful looks. And as much as a lot of the colors are like quite similar, like a lot of the shimmers I find do look quite the same. They maybe could have done that. I love this green shimmer, by the way. They're all beautiful and they stand out so much. And I've gotten so many different looks out of this palette. I was really, really surprised. So I'm picking up the brush with my feet. Too much information, and it's a really, really cute palette, and it does feel actually pretty sturdy, so like if you did want to travel with it, I think you would probably be okay. Just trying to put the plastic back in it. Okay. Since I'm on the line of Kylie products, I will talk to you about the lip kits I bought. I bought a ton. I'm not going to go over all of them. I'm kind of just going to show you like a wider range of colors. And even though they came as sets, like with a lipstick and a liner, I am going to talk about them as two separate products because I have mixed feelings on them a little bit. So I love the colors that they come in. I love the idea of doing lip kits. I know like MAC and some other places have sort of started to pick up on that now. Excuse me, I think it's a great idea that you take a lip liner and you pair it, these obviously don't go together, and you pair it with a matching lipstick. It takes all the guesswork out of it. It's really convenient for any buyers. The liners themselves are, I'm just pulling them all out right now. Come on. Okay, so how many lip kits did I buy? 9. I bought 9 because I couldn't pick colors. So the liners, they come in a wide range of colors, much like the lip kits do. They are great. These remind me a lot of my MAC Pro Longwear liners. They are those super, super easy glide on ones. Again, I barely touched my, my hand. So far, they seem to sharpen pretty well. I've only sharpened one that was my favorite. They go on beautifully, and it definitely is a good idea to line your lips before you put anything on, even a liquid lipstick. It just gives you an outline to follow. It can also help you fill in to help keep your wear time up so that it doesn't wear away quite as fast. So in terms of the lip liners, I really, really like these. I would compare them to, like I said, to my MAC Pro Longwear ones. My Shan XO ones are more like pencil liners, but they have that same smooth consistency as do the Urban Decay, I can't remember, Vice liners. Really, really good. Now on to the liquid lipsticks themselves. So when these first came out, I know there was a bunch of controversy about like the wands coming out broken. I haven't had any of those problems. I assume those are in the distant past because they've been out for a really long time. Even as I look at them now, I can see how many similar colors I got, but that's okay. They're very, very pigmented. They smell really, really good. They smell like really sweet and fruity. I can't pinpoint what they smell like. They remind me of like a Lip Smackers or a Bon Bell, like from like the 90s when I was younger. So that's a plus. Super, super pigmented when they go on. And very, very lightweight. Like you put on a layer and it's like you didn't even put anything on. Now, what I will say, they dry down very dry. So they are quite drying on the lips. You know, I find that like as you're eating and drinking, they don't just wear away. They kind of like pill up and flake away, which is not ideal. They're okay to double up layers on as long as you can brush all the flaking off. Because obviously if you don't, you're just going to have bumps forming in your liquid lipstick. But I know that one day I had it on and I had a bump formed and Tom kept mentioning it to me. He said, there's something up with your lip. Like, I don't know what it is. And that's what it was, is that it had pilled up a little bit when it dried and it had worn off and I didn't remove it. And it kind of looked a little funny. So I will say that. Do I like them? Yes, I do. Will I continue to wear them? Of course I will. But just be aware of those little things with them because that might bother you more or the same amount that it bothers me. So I recently went on like a drugstore haul search for good drugstore makeup. One of the things that I had seen, and I was thinking about getting these anyway when I went to the NYX store, were these NYX Suede matte lipsticks. So I do like NYX. I have a love-hate relationship with them. Some of their stuff I really like. Some of their stuff I don't like. Some of their stuff I think is overpriced considering they're supposed to be a low-priced brand. But I really wanted to try these. Now, I would recommend that you pick them up at a NYX store because they were more expensive in my drugstore. I got it in 3 colors. I got Girl Bye, Lavender and Lace, and Dainty Days. I actually do really, really like these. I find that they are very, very, very smooth to go on. They're not drying. They don't tug. So I was surprised by that. They are not the most long weight wearing, but the colors are gorgeous. They have a fairly okay selection. I think there's only about 10 colors, but there's some stuff there for everybody. If you like, I don't know if they are matte, but like they go on kind of like a satin lipstick. If that's kind of your jam, you would really, really like these. I would recommend trying them because they are quite comfortable to wear. They're just not the most long-lasting lipsticks I've ever worn in my life. And the other one that I got are these Bourjois Rouge Velvet the lipstick. So this was actually a recommendation by the woman that was working in the beauty department because I was talking about looking for new lipsticks and she said, oh, you should try the one I'm wearing. She was wearing this in like a bright fuchsia color. And I was like, oh, I'll try some more toned down colors before I get it. Because my fun colored ones, I find that fun colors bleed more. They need a lot more touch up. So if I'm going to wear one, I'm going to do it in a more trusted brand like my MAC stuff. If I'm going to try these kind out, I'm going to try with a little bit more of a forgiving color. So the two colors that I got were 01 and 18. I don't know if the names, oh, this one is Mauve and this one is Hey Nude. So first of all, the packaging is pretty substantial. They're really hard to put back on, which makes me feel really okay about leaving it in my purse, that it's not going to fall off. They're quite interesting shape. They've kind of got like a little teardrop shape to them, but there's still a little bit of curve in it, which actually is kind of nice. It makes it really easy. And also that little tip makes it easy to get a nice, outline on your upper lip. I'm actually wearing this color today, this mauve color. So they are matte lipsticks, and when they go on, they feel really, really nice, really moisturizing. They go on kind of in a one swipe deal, super, super pigmented, but they are so drying. Like I've worn them a couple of times now, and it's so weird because they go on so nicely. They feel so great when they go on, and then they dry down. And like, I don't know if you guys can see this like line that I'm getting here where my lip stops and it begins because it's so dry. And it's funny because the lady at the store, I was talking about how much I love MAC lipsticks and she's like, these are better, they're not drying and stuff. I don't find my matte lipsticks that drying. The retro mattes are for sure, but these just like for what she was saying about them, they just don't compare. And I'm pretty sure these were $24 each, and a MAC lipstick's only like maybe 20. So I would definitely say I would recommend the MAC ones over those ones just because they don't live up to all the hype that she told me about. Next thing I'm going to talk about, and this is going to take a little while, is more Kylie Jenner stuff. So I don't know how much you guys follow her on Instagram, but recently she put out 6 new blushes, 6 new highlighters, and 6 new bronzers. I didn't buy all the bronzer. I only bought 2 shades, so I'll talk about that really quickly first. So the 2 shades that I ended up picking up, I got Toasty and I got Tequila Tan. So this is what they look like here. So the packaging is the same as all of hers. What's funny is that I know for some of her other highlighters and blushes that she had before, she color matched the packaging to the product inside. And I kind of wish she had done that here. In this case, she just put it all out in like this light pink color, which makes it a bit of a pain in my butt to try and get out of the drawers and figure out which is which. But I can move beyond that. So this one here is in Toasty. It's this beautiful, beautiful one. It has that standard packaging that she always has. And then this one is in Tequila Tan. So I got 2 because I thought the darker one would be better for like contouring. I'm trying to start contouring. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm trying to get better at it because I feel like having this channel, I should try at least to do the best makeup I possibly can. So that's why I got it. And I got the other one for an all over tan. I absolutely love these. They are so pigmented, so soft, and blend out really, really nicely. A lot of bronzers I find that when you pick it up on the brush, the place that you put it down, you get like this stark like dot of like dark bronzer, and you're like, well, great, that looks like crap. And then it won't blend away no matter how hard you try. These, I've never had that problem. They blend out so freaking nicely. And I don't know why I thought her products were so much money because they actually aren't that bad at all. I can't remember how much these were, but I know I don't feel that bad about spending them compared to knowing what I have spent on some other stuff. So the next thing that I got, I did pick up all 6 of the highlighters. I'm just trying to get them all for you guys right now. There it is. Okay. So the 6 ones that came out were Princess Please. I'm just going to show you guys super quickly. It's like this beautiful pink. This actually looks really, really nice with that I Want Candy stick highlighter. This is Ice Me Out. Queen Drip. I should have opened these earlier. And I'm not swatching all of these. It would just take too long. If you guys want a specific video of that, you can let me know. This is in Quartz. Then you've got Cheers, Darling. And Dreamin' of Diamonds. So they came out in a lot of fun colors that I really, really like. And all of them I think work pretty well with my skin tone. The only one I'm a little bit worried about is that like dark, dark gold one, but that's okay. They are very, very soft. They go on absolutely beautifully. They give you the most blinding highlight without being a glittery highlight, which I really, really appreciate in a highlighter because I don't do glitter very well. They're just really, really nice. I was actually super surprised by it and really into them. And I also picked up 6 blushes. I'm not going to open all of these. I'm just going to show you on the back. The highlighter is a little different because it's shimmery and you can get different things. So I got We're Going Shopping. This one's in Rosy. It's like the darkest one. Then there's Pink Power. Close to Perfect, Baddie on the Block, and Kitten Baby. Again, really, really nice products, really soft, really pigmented, and blend out to perfection because just like the bronzer, sometimes I find that if I get too much blush on my brush and I put it down, then I can't blend it out to the rest of my face. I'm wearing one of these today. I can't remember for the life of me which one. I think I'm wearing Kitten Baby. Does that look like what I'm wearing? I don't know. I'm wearing one today. I don't know which one it is. Who cares? I'm wearing one today and I absolutely love the way it looks. I feel like with these, they're so buildable. You can go subtle, just like the highlighters. You can go subtle, you can go blinding, you can go just beautiful and naturally flushed or crazy bold with these. So much fun. And the bronzers are the same. I highly, highly recommend all of these products, the bronzers, the highlighters, the blushes. I think they are fantastic and I'm really, really happy that I got them all. 2 more things to talk to you guys about super, super quickly. One thing are these Maybelline Master Chrome Metallic Highlighters. I picked these up because of Tati, because she was talking about how much she loved them. Oh my gosh, I love them so, so much. This one is in Molten Rose Gold. I actually haven't even tried this one yet. This is in Molten Gold. I only picked up 2 and I've worn this one a couple times and I just love it so, so much. They're really, really soft and they are blinding highlighters. Like they feel almost like a cream highlighter, but they're a powdered highlighter. They blend out really, really nicely. So if you did want to be a little bit more subtle, you certainly could be. Or if you wanted to be like me and your highlight game just be on like diamond status, you could definitely bling it up with these. They are awesome. Sorry if it seems like I'm rushing through this. I'm just trying to keep this video kind of short. The last thing that I got, and I did post about this and I haven't used it until like really recently, is this Too Faced Peaches and Cream Peach Tinsel Loose Sparkling Party Powder. So I got this thinking that it would be like kind of like my Laura Mercier Glow Translucent Powder where I could set my face with it. I don't feel that way anymore. I'm not even going to take the lid off and you guys can definitely see. Hopefully you guys can see some of the sparkle. This stuff looks absolutely stunning, but it is like pure glitter. So I'm not a big glitter person, even in highlighters. I could definitely see this for like a New Year's thing or a party, or like Megan and I are going to this like 90s nostalgia thing this summer. We're going to go and it's like, who's playing? It's like Prozac, Venga Boys, Aqua, S Club, and Right Said Fred, I think. So when we go there, we were like, we have to wear body glitter and all these things we did in the 90s. I could see this being really, really fun for that. Or like a festival, like if you did Veld or Way Home or something like that, this could be a ton of fun, but definitely not for everyday use because it is so freaking glittery. So that is all of I've tried a lot in the past couple months. That's everything that I've tried. Honestly, I've been pretty happy with most things. And even the things I'm kind of like not happy about, I mean, of this stuff, it's been a really, really good month for me. For makeup. And yeah, so I'm going to continue to film these videos every month, just kind of going over the makeup that I tried new that month rather than a favorites and a fails. That way you guys can hear all of my opinions on everything and then make your own decisions on whether you feel like it's worth it or not. So if you guys have tried some of these products out, definitely let me know down below. Let me know how you feel about them, what you think about them. If you guys have products that you think I should be trying, recommend them down below. I'm going to start doing that as well. I would like to eventually do like a full face of makeup that you guys recommended for me. Keep an eye out for like a poll or comment section about that in my community posting on my YouTube channel. So that is everything that we are going to talk about for today. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. I will link all the products and prices down below and I will catch you guys next time. Bye.